Hi there, Stampy friends. I am here today to share with you a free download. This is something that took me a few hours to put together, but I created it out of necessity for my own space. One of the things that I've started doing here in 2019 in my craft space is learning how to organize my space better and to come up with solutions for stuff that frustrates me. And it's something I've kind of made a goal and dedicated myself to, and that is why I've come up with a few downloads recently that you may have noticed, and they're going to continue to come because I've got a whole list of stuff that I want to do. So the first download I released recently, early 2019, if you're watching this video at a later time, was the labels for my for all my scrap paper. And so I did a whole video on that, and it is linked below this so that you can see how I labeled all my scrap paper and how I organized it into my scrap towers, or my paper towers. So there's that. And then I also released a framelit cheat sheet document. That one has a fee associated with it. It's $13.95. However, there are pieces of it that are available as free downloads. So if you don't want to purchase the entire cheat sheet, that's okay. You can get the downloads, the pieces of it that are free. I am getting ready to update that, and if you've already purchased that cheat sheet, then you will get that update in your email for free. So that's important to know. Also, if you purchase the cheat sheet, you want to make sure you sign up for the cheat sheet emails so that you're getting regular downloads, okay? And then the thing that I've just developed and I want to kind of tell you about today, what is the quick order supply list. So this is basically one of the things I struggle with in my craft room. All of these things have been developed out of necessity. So one of the things I struggle with the most in my craft room is supplies. So for me as a demonstrator, when I'm getting ready to do a card class or something like that, there are times where I'm low on cardstock and I need to order more. So I'll just quickly jot it down on a Post-it note. Then I might be crafting and realize, oh, I'm almost out of envelopes. Then I'll jot that down on a note. Oh, I'm getting low on this, or I'm getting low on that. And these are all items that I use on a regular basis and that I may need refills for or to order more of. And honestly, I end up with all these Post-it notes like all over the place. And then I usually end up forgetting to order stuff. So what I've come up with is this, it's a quick supply list, order supply list. And on there's two versions of this, okay? So if you're a demonstrator, you're gonna want the demonstrator version. If you're a customer, you're gonna want the customer version, or you're welcome to download both. But if you're not a demonstrator, the demonstrator version really probably won't help you. So for example, they're all the same except for the last page. So on this one, in fact, you know what? We're gonna go over to my stamp table where I can lay this down and show it to you a little bit better, okay? Let's do that now. Okay, so here we are at my stamp table, and I want to show you what this looks like and how I envisioned using it. So I have already printed and used this a couple of times, and you could do a few different things here. You could print this and choose to laminate it. And so all you would have to do is wipe it away and write in new quantities when you need it. For me personally, I like to have it printed. I staple it together. I use it for however long until I put the order in. And then when I put the order in, I staple the order information to this and I file it away. So then I print a whole new one and I start again. So for me, that works really well, and it helps me track how much I'm ordering of certain items. So for example, if you're in your space and you realize you're out of one of these things, you can write the quantity of how many you need. Now for me, I like to use dimensionals and other things to give away on Facebook Lives to my team members and to other, you know, like my VIP prize patrol group. There's lots of different things that I use smaller embellishments or like dimensionals and stuff like that for them. I include envelopes with all my classes, so I need to always make sure I have a good supply of envelopes on hand. So what I do is I just fill this out with what I need. So I've got adhesives here, replacements. These are things like trimmer blades, trimmer mats, scoring blades, stamp and mist, refills, grid paper, spritzers, things like that. Then I've got my standard cutting pads for my Big Shot. I personally can't stand a messy cutting pad, so I change mine out pretty often. I've got all the envelopes listed here. Cello bags are listed here. And then on the back, I have all of the cardstocks, and it's broken down into categories. And then the second page continues with cardstocks. And then our basic cardstocks are just kind of like random stuff like the vellum and window sheets. And then I've got foil and glimmer here. And then if you've downloaded the demonstrator quick order, on the back, you will find a demonstrator supply list. Now, right here, I have included annual catalogs, but what I have not included is occasions catalogs, celebrations, holidays, stuff like that, because those change on a pretty regular basis. So I've left this area blank for you so that you can fill that information in based on what's current. And that will give you the opportunity to still be able to order that way. So that is what this download is. I hope that you enjoy it. It is a free download on my site, and I'm continuing to develop some really fun downloads and different things that are going to be great resources. Sorry about my daughter coughing in the background. She's sick, and of course, she hasn't coughed pretty much all day, and then the minute I recorded this video, that happened. So sorry about that, but thanks so much for tuning in, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment on my YouTube video, my blog, or shoot me an email. Take care. Bye-bye.